Yes, a little bit of a headache. A little bit of a headache, if you don't mind. Been out with Lucinda Pryor-Palmer and the ladies equestrian team. Ooh, horsing around. Them girls, they know what's going on out there, I'll tell you. Absolutely fantastic night. I'll tell you what happened, right? You just won't believe what happened, right? Everyone used to watch Crossroads. Remember the bloke who played Adam Chance? Do you remember him? Never, ever walk up to him at a tequila slammer party and say, yeah? Do you want to chance it now? 3.5 hours in casualties I took. Oh, having a bottle of tequila removed from me, it was very, very painful. New movie coming out, remaking the 6 Wives of Henry VIII. I don't know, they got lined up for the girls. I think they got the Sawala girls, Uma Thurman, but obviously, there's your lead role right there, ladies and gentlemen. There's your lead man, there's your top actor right there, playing royalty. Ladies and gentlemen, well, I don't do consumer affairs, you know that. I leave that to Watchdog and Sue Cook and all people like that. But why, oh why do they sell things like this, all right, which looks for all the world like a children's toy? You give them to your kiddies to play with, and I can tell you it ends in, oh, look. Why call them junior hacksaw blades? Now, to me, that means suitable for age 6, all right? Absolute nightmare we've had there. And I've had a big row going. I must tell you, Richard and Judy were around the other day. And I've had a little bit of a thing, a bit of a ding-dong going with them, because they come in and I'm a bugger for a fragrance, you know that? Oh, I'm always going, and I've got me plug-ins and things. And they come in and they go, lavender. I say, yeah, you can't. Hyacinth, yeah, you can't catch them out. But I'll tell you what happened. I had a big argument with Judy about this one. These are beautiful, beautiful bath crystals, right? And you see that they're beautiful there. Look. Come to me bath crystals. And what happened was I put them in a bowl of water like that, and I scattered them around. And Judy came in and she said, oh, magnolia. I said, it's not. I said, I've caught you out this time. She said, well, what is it? I said, it's come to me. Well, she's gone. She said, it doesn't smell like come to me. I said, I'm sorry. I said, I'm sorry, lovey, but I don't know what's what. Let's have a look what we've got in here. If you ever have a problem with brass, right? Your brass don't look very nice, that's what you need. Brass, got anything silver? Doesn't look very nice. Silver. Makes it look a treat. Maybe you go to the toilet. And you look and you think, oh, that doesn't look that good. Just use that. There you go, look. Shitto. I'll sort that out a treat. Oh, look at this. I always put this out. Whenever the lads from Blur or Oasis come round, I always give them to eat, you see. Sticks. Lovely. That's super. And if the Spice Girls come round, I give them dipsticks. Right, let's see what my fanwy's been... Well, what have we got here? Look at that. Oh, look, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. Isn't it lovely? It's a little rabbit. It's not the real rabbit, obviously. Ooh, no, it's not. It's a toy rabbit. It's a toy, a little children's toy. And, oh, look, it's cute as well. Look, Pamela with her kit off, look. There you go. Well, let's put them in there. Let's see. Oh, yes, very funny. Ha, 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 as Tom Jones would say. Look, there you go. That's a nice little toy chest. I tell you, as it happens, you're very lucky to find me in, because normally this time of night I would be out and about. Yeah, all right. See you later. Just been visiting a very good friend of mine, Vanessa Phelps, talk show host, very talented TV person. I'll just pop down and see her, have a cup of tea with her. This is where she lives, here. I'll tell you what I've got for you now. You know the Ross is a very good friend of mine. Not Francis Rossi and the Status Quo Boy, but the Rosses, Jonathan, Miles and Paul. And Paul's did a programme here where he's interviewed a man. And lads, I'm sorry, but if you've got your girlfriends with you, keep a damn tight hold on them, because they're about to meet. Woo! He's the male equivalent of.
The real man who makes husbands jealous. He's a gigolo, he's too handsome to live, and he joins us live from Manchester. Good morning, Mr. Paul.
Remember that phrase, too handsome to live.
Well, Nolan.
Good morning.
Now let's get straight to the chase, Paul. How much do you charge?
Just depends on who the woman is, mate. Depends how attractive she is.
So, if it's somebody you found completely unattractive, what's the most you've managed to cop for?
600 quid, mate.
£600. What did you have to do to earn that handsome sum?
You take them, wine and dine them, and obviously end up in the bed.
And is there any kind of money-back guarantee if they're not completely satisfied, or are they always completely satisfied with you?
Always satisfied, mate. Ask Pete Stringfellow, he's gone now, but there's certain techniques I can't tell you over here now, mate, but you'll have to pay me to tell you.
Does one of them involve any all your sentences with the word mate?
Yeah, little minx, Rossi. I was going to do that joke, you bastard. But no, he has got, and guys, just look and learn, because he has got a chat up to, because you know the problem that we have, of course, what do you do when you meet a beautiful woman? What's the first thing you say? So you think, this lad from Switzerland, like, think he'd be able to turn Blackburn Rovers round? What about Keegan coming back to Fulham, then? It's a shame Sally Gunnell's had to finish, isn't it? You fancy anyone for the basketball? That's not what they like! That's not what girls like. Just look.
How would you chat up Natasha? What would you say to her?
Well, basically, she'd come towards me anyway. I wouldn't make the move towards her. She'd have heard about me from various friends of hers, and she'd come towards me. But basically, I put her at ease and everything, and talk what women like to talk about, which is not sport.
Okay, you got that. Lesson one, don't be talking to them about the scrambling racing, all right? They want to talk about something a little bit more sophisticated. And he's got his finger on the pulse of what you lady... Too handsome to live, ladies and gentlemen. That was Paul's phrase, I think. He's got his finger on the pulse of what these girls want to know about.
So what would you talk about then? Macrame? Yoghurt?
Well, women...
Oi, don't be bloody facetious, please, Paul. All right? The man's a master of his craft.
like to talk about EastEnders for some reason, Coronation Street. To me and you, it's not exactly stimulating stuff, but to women, they seem to think it's fantastic stuff.
Well, thank you very much. Firstly, I don't watch EastEnders or Coronation Street.
Every woman in the world does.
Liar, liar. Every woman in the world watches it. You're just a liar if you say that, all right? You know you do. Hey, I'm going to talk to you about Coronation Street. You know you want it. It's fantastic. He then, I have to say, there's been a thing about his reputation. He says, you know, at least I've got me good reputation. And Paul's a little bit distraught about that. Up to now, he's made a bit of sense, but he's about to go goo-goo gaga, okay?
But actually, Cameron, if you're working as a gigolo, what reputation have you got, Paul?
Well, plenty, mate. I mean, let's put it this way. Everyone in the media prostitutes themselves anyway, don't they? I mean, I'm a bit confused. The presenters...
I do joke. I don't take money to go to bed with people.
The same game, but they don't like calling it prostitution, do they?
But, you know, it's not that. There's a difference between... there's a difference between doing the most intimate act between two people for money and presenting a show on Talk TV, isn't there?
Not really, mate. I mean, you've got standards. You know, you've got Jonathan Ross as a brother. You know, does Jonathan Ross lower himself to do all types of programmes? I ask myself.
Hey, not just Jonathan Ross, all right? Not just Jonathan. There's a great cornucopia of sports personalities, everyone. They're all prostitutes.
Well, yeah, I mean, Jonathan Ross, Stuart Pearce, Chris Waddle, they all do Mickey Mouse adverts and get a lot of money, and at the end of the day, people think it's a big joke, but, I mean, why? It's pathetic.
And what you do isn't pathetic then, Paul?
Well, not really, mate. I mean, I look at it like Tony Blair's leader of this country. I mean, does anyone know what he thinks? Because he just mimics everything Margaret Thatcher ever did.
And women pay me to shag them. Mr. Speaker! No, I will not give way. You will? Because that bird paid me £400 for a bunk up. I should be Prime Minister. I was completely crazy. Here he is ranting on now, quite wonderfully. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, too handsome to live. There's two things I hope this man hasn't got. a gun and my phone number. No, 'cause I don't want him ringing my wife and talking to her about Coronation Street. Sweet talking that gal right off her feet, do I? But he's completely gone now. Apparently, the reason is that down south, you're all nothing, right? But it's up north, it's there that the blokes... And if you went up north, don't even try it, blokes, because they've got it sewn up.
This is Manchester, and for every guy in London who thinks he's a cool dude, he wouldn't pass...
Muster. So the time of day, maybe wouldn't pass... It's muster, it's an old military phrase. He came up to me, he wouldn't pass muster. That's what he says, isn't it?
This is Manchester, and for every guy in London who thinks he's a cool dude, he wouldn't pass water in Manchester.
See, this gets kind of confusing. See this here? Well, my carpet is a bit dirty, so I thought, all right, and I hired it, right? But what I didn't know is it's not that, it's her. And the kid and the dog, they all turn up. They've been in my house like 2 years, I can't get rid of them. But she's all right, she does a bit of cooking, but he just molds, all that ends, he molds, she hoovers it up like that, and then the kid comes along and spills paint all over. I don't know what to do. I'm too kind-hearted to just swing him out of the street, but I think I might have to. And also, that's her real size. She's only that big. The mates come down, they think, why you got a little dwarf woman with everybody in there? It's all right when Sting comes, because he thinks she's quite a reasonably sized bird, but for the normal size people, it's just a bit embarrassing, that's all. Oh, bless them. My very good friend, the Nolans, have just made a new record, especially for me. They came round my house about 6 weeks ago now, and they were so loaded. Wow! Wow, them girls can tuck away that gin. Absolutely. And they sprawled. I think 2 of them were over that sofa. One of them was kipping on the desk. One of them was sleeping in the big trumpet there of the phonograph. And the other one was hanging off the hat stand. Absolutely spark out, bless them. And they went into the recording studio and they wrote a song about it. There, look, that's the Nolans crashing down. Look. That's lovely. And this is a product that I've been on the market for years and I've only just discovered it. Look at that. Absolutely superb. Have you seen it? It's a smoker's toothbrush, which is lovely because you go in the bathroom and you want to clean your teeth and look, want a fag? And they put a little thing in there. Put a little snout in there for you, ladies and gentlemen. That's lovely, isn't it? Put a little snout in with, because I guess that's why they call it a smoker's toothbrush. Because there's a toothbrush in there and a cigarette. It just amazes me, the things that they come up with. I'll tell you what I want to do for you now. I want to show you a film that I made. I went up to, I believe it was Sheffield. It was somewhere up north. I don't know. They all sound the same to me because they wear cardigans. And I went up and we got on very well because I know quite a lot about whippets, so we chatted. And I met this girl. Now, this girl had a very terrible thing happen to her. She went to Greece on holiday, as a lot of, I know the young ladies do. And she got a little bit drunk, which I know quite a few of the young ladies do. And she started taking a few of her clothes off, which again, I'm sure you're all no strangers to, and danced semi-naked on a bar, okay? And she wound up getting put in jail. And when she came back to Sheffield, she became a bit of a celebrity because of this. But this girl don't need to be able to do interviews because you know where she does her talking? In the recording studios. Because, yes, I'm a big fan, just as you are, Bella Fitzgerald. I like Aretha Franklin. I love Janis Joplin, but, oh, when I heard this girl's voice, wow.
Come on. All right. All right.
I have to excuse me for a minute, my crazy feet just won't keep still. Right. Get dirty. Dirty. You can just see them American kids running out the shops. Hey, excuse me, have you got a copy of Dirty Dancing? That's what we're kind of dancing to. But Wayne, of course, got a master plan.
Local entrepreneur and nightclub owner Wayne Chadwick is the man who spotted Sarah. He wants to make her a star.
Well, we feel very confident that we're going to get into the charts, if not number one. And obviously we're going to get number one.
Now, you're judging a book by its cover there, right? Just because you wear that shirt, that tie, them braces, that cigar, that hair, that stupid supercilious grin, doesn't necessarily mean you're a weasel. Might turn out to be a perfectly nice gentleman. Let's see, shall we?
One of the things that might be good is if you've got an enormous sexual appetite. That could be like rabbits. You might
I don't know, I find that degrading.
Oh, shut up! Who asked you, you big American feminist? We're having a laugh, that's all. It'd be great, she'd get all the stuff in the papers. Oh, she's dirty dancing, she goes like rabbit. And then you have to come in.
Yeah, I'm sort of one of these liberated
I don't mean
women
like I don't mean a dirty rabbit. I mean a nice white rabbit.
That's what I meant. She's at it every night with a load of blokes like a nice fluffy little white rabbit. Don't get me wrong. See what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm sorry, I made a bit of fun about her before as a singer. It doesn't matter, that's all corrected in the studio. ADT, Echo, all that thing, they bring in a few session people because we know she wasn't a singer. She's a dirty dancer. And it's the dancing that does it. It's the visual side that's going to crack it for this girl. Whoa. Hey, now, if any of you lads are feeling a little bit faint... There you go. That could be Paula Abdul stood up there. That's absolutely fantastic. Oh, stop it, because I'm coming over all sweaty. Anyway, she's got her first gig. Wayne's got her first gig. I can't remember where it was. God, I was there filming it. Oh, no, I was off that night. I sent along somebody else to film it. Let me see if I can recognise it.
Right now, we're going to bring on a very...
That's the Royal Albert Hall, I think. Just that corridor as you come down, I think that's the Royal Albert Hall.
special lady. She was on national television press a few weeks ago.
Oh, no, you don't go through the kitchens at the Royal Albert. I think at Wembley Arena there's a little bit where you might have to come through the kitchens. I think it might be there, actually.
And she was accused of dirty dancing. We've got her back in England.
I think it is. I think it's the Wembley Arena. Yeah.
It's the first time she's ever sung it live on stage. The record is going to be released.
Oh, no, you don't go behind the bar at the Wembley Arena. I don't know, it might be the Marquee or the 100 Club.
2 weeks' time. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Sarah.
Oh, no, the Marquee don't have them silver curtains, do they? Oh, no, I know where it is. It's Plumber's Karaoke Night. Let's get dirty. And they're all into it now. And hey, a lovely group of people have turned up. A mixed crowd. No, there's a mixed crowd. There's drunks and complete drunks. Oh, Lord.
Get dirty. Feel my body, feel the heat and gloves.
We know what he's thinking. He's thinking if I market this right, we could be on a big money winner. It might not last forever, but because she could make a couple of million. What's he thinking? What's going through that man's mind? Strangely enough, they actually get to meet. Him and her get to meet in the bar, and he's a silver-tongued cavalier. Because he knows that her ego's a little bit, it's her first gig, her first big single, and obviously he wants to compliment her. So he thinks, well, I need something to compliment her, singing or dancing, something. I just need something to just boost her ego a little bit, boost her self-esteem.
You look really good. You know, you got a gorgeous body and that.
But what did you think?
What do you think about the song?
I've ever made. What do you think?
What about the song?
You're good. You know, you look really sweet. I admire your body. I really do. You got a lovely body.
You wouldn't go up to Shirley Bassey, would you? In the bar of the festival. Shirley, I'll tell you this. I want to tell you this. Shirley, I've often felt it. I don't buy your records. I don't like you singing. It annoys me slightly. You got lovely tits. I'm sorry, Shirley. I've always felt that. And now, here she is, bless her heart. Hey, if you've had a good gig, celebrate. Have a couple of glasses of gin. Have a couple of bottles, it don't matter. You're only going to be talking sense, aren't you?
So, you know,
No.
I just...
All right, then.
I just try.
I'm not really a singer.
No! How dare you! Well, you made me look a bit of a fool.
You're not really a dancer. You're really a singer.
Yeah.
I'm not really a singer. You are. I'm not. You're not really a dancer. I like dancing.
You know, this reminds me very much of a meeting I had with Mariah Carey. not very long ago at the George Roby in Finsbury Park.
You don't like dancing. You like singing. You're not keen much on singing because my voice is deep. But I like dancing. So it'll look good. You singing, me dancing.
What? He wants to shag you, is all. For God's sake, you don't want to be the new Nina and bloody Frederick. Anyway, back to Wayne, because Wayne is busy making plans for a European tour for his budding star.
I mean, you know, if we have to go down to London or even over to France, Europe, whatever, those costs would come first. Then we would then have...
That's perfectly fair, by the way. Those costs come first, and then he takes his 25%, because he's going to be making a lot of money for his brand new star. So it's only fair that he gets his share.
A split. 75 in your favour, 25 in my favour.
Oh. What I've decided to do is she's fallen in the pool of sick in the bar, so... Do you think you could sing Dirty Dancing? I'll see you later. Ta-da.
All right, girls. All right, mate. Hey, what about Jack and Vera taking over the Rovers, eh, mate? Do you know I think it's going to be where John's were back, don't you, mate? What about Ian Beale, mate? In Albert's Fair? Do the little moustache, mate. Look stupid, shaved it off, mate. Anyway, look, that's the chat out the way. Down to business. I've got secrets, I can't even tell you about them. They're so good. But £200 a night, and I'll show you everything. Eh? What about it, mate? Oh, they're gagging for it, mate. They are absolutely gagging. All right, mate.